So welcome back once again to Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting's first event, Inception. We've seen two extremely exciting and action-packed fights so far.
Some big shots and some big kicks, some big takedowns. You know, I mean, Cuff hasn't stopped to impress yet.
So right now we're actually going to lead into our headline fight.
Headline fight is Dwayne Hinds, the local boy. Dwayne Hinds is actually the King of the Rock welterweight champion, I believe.
Very true.
He's also fought in Ireland and also he's CKGSF welterweight champion.
Well, he's definitely one of the most experienced fighters for Trinidad and Tobago.
Also coming out of Torocan, which is the same dojo that Jivan comes out. So, you know, if judging by what Jivan just did in the cage, we should see some more action from Dwayne.
All right, so let's head to the fight.
This fight is brought to you by Sport World. It's also a professional fight. Coming to the cage.
So his opponent,
Kaffain Williams.
His opponent heading to the ring right now is Kaffain Williams. Kaffain is actually undefeated at the moment. He's fought only in Jamaica so far, but undefeated at the middleweight weight class.
This is his first outside fight. This is his first fight traveling.
First foreign or overseas fight. And
he walked straight to the cage. I think Josh had to pull him back to make sure that he had his gear on. Yeah,
you can definitely tell that he's completely psyched.
Yeah, he's very eager to get inside again.
Completely psyched. Once again, I mean, these guys are fighting at a catch weight of 180, but they are jacked.
Yeah, it really looks like he's about 190 pounds.
Kaffain coming from a very strong wrestling background.
I think he lived in the States in New York for quite a while, where he actually wrestled in high school. And he's back in Jamaica now, so he's been training across there for a while. I think he's from Portmore. I'm not really sure.
I think you're right. And here's the local boy.
They call him Puny. Dwayne Hinds.
Dwayne Hinds, Puny.
Oh yeah, his nickname is Puny.
All right, well.
He looks like too.
He's jacked. He ain't puny. He's jacked.
Yeah, well, I think that's what they're trying to say.
Oh, he's psyched too. This fight looks like it is gonna last too long. They look like they just want to get into the cage and like finish it really quick.
I hope it doesn't finish really quick. I hope we have an exciting fight like Chivas tonight's fight. I hope they fill 3 rounds. That would be nice to see. Maybe a big knockout from either one of them. I know Dwayne is a very skilled ground fighter, and all his fights have ended up on the ground, either stopped because of ground and pound or stopped because of submission. And I think he's actually looking for a knockout. Put that on his resume.
Well, this is actually quite interesting because both of them are very experienced wrestlers.
Yeah.
So it should be a ground battle.
It should be a ground battle, but judging from the size of Dwayne, I think we might see a dominating ground game from his side, you know, because the wrestling and jiu-jitsu, you know, even though Kaffain comes from a wrestling background, jiu-jitsu is excellent, and judo.
Well,
3 rounds at 5 minutes a round.
Dwayne looked like he's in a sprinter's position at that point in time. Ready to rugby tackle his
He's going to charge towards the next side of the cage.
3-0, 1 knockout, 2 submissions. Kaffain Williams. And his opponent in the black corner, also 180 pounds, from Trinidad.
Definitely fan favorite.
Fighting
sure.
out of the Torocan dojo.
Next to Jivan.
I think actually
With a record of 5-1.
Jivan got a warm welcome, but
3
Dwayne
submissions,
definitely,
2
he's the headline fight. People have come out here to see
Caribbean
him fight.
welterweight champion out of Jamrock, Dwayne Puny Hinds.
I think we're gonna have to change his nickname. He's too big to be carrying on that.
And like Dwayne Schwarzenegger Hinds
Yeah,
or
probably.
something.
Dwayne Arnold Hinds.
Dwayne Arnold Hinds. I'll be back.
You know, Dwayne is such a skilled fighter. You know, Dwayne can go in the States and train there and fight and probably fight on some big shows, but Dwayne is definitely a homegrown fighter and wants to prove that, you know, the Caribbean can produce good fighters. You know, that hats off to him. He's a sportsman, you know.
There he is, completely psyched.
Completely psyched. He's in his zone.
Here we go.
Touching
Let's see what's
gloves.
going on.
And
Ooh.
immediately Dwayne looks for that head kick. I knew he wanted to put a
Big
knockout
head
on
kick.
his resume. Keeping
Oh,
his
and
distance.
stumbles him with another right hand kick and throws another big right hand kick.
Straight for the
Immediately takes him
takedown.
down to the ground.
Working his ground and pound.
Oh, those punches look like they hurt.
Dwayne looks like he wants to end this fight very quickly.
And he's
actually
immediately
working for the
transitioned to the
mount
mount.
position. Yeah, he's in mount position now. Wow,
Kaffain-
Kaffain turns, sweeps Dwayne. and
Really nice sweep,
he's
actually.
locked up the triangle choke right there.
But it actually isn't quite locked just yet. Kaffain has the slight chance of getting out of it. Dwayne has his arm and is trying to go for an arm, but at the same time he's posturing up on his head. Look at that. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's locked in.
And then Kaffain slams him to the ground, picks him up and slams him, which looks like, look,
I
there we
think he
go.
just slammed himself into position.
Yeah, because Dwayne locked it up even tighter.
I wouldn't be surprised if this fight was to end right
That's
now.
really tight,
That's
Yuri.
tight.
That's really tight.
And he's
Oh,
out.
and there
he's
he
out.
goes.
He's out. That's it. Fight's over. He's out. I think Kaffain's asleep.
Oh yeah, he's in dream mode.
Dwayne, the puny Hinds, just put Kaffain Williams to sleep.
To sleep. That's amazing. Wow, there the doctors are checking him out, making sure he's okay. Supposed to mouth guard out. He's probably wondering where he is right now. That was a fantastic
Fantastic fight. That was quick.
fight.
It was very actually you called it.
Yeah, it was
You
quick.
called it. I was hoping to go the distance, but you called it.
Great show of technique as well too. That first right hand into the round kick, which stumbled Kaffain. Oh, here we go.
You see, keeping
Here's
his
the highlight.
distance. Dwayne
Boom!
Dwayne is actually playing his hands are quite low. He's playing a very he slams himself into position there. Dwayne
And then we
just
see,
locks up.
yeah, he locks it up, tightens it up, and then he
And you can actually see his
squeezes.
leg go limp. Just watch his leg just go limp. His leg will just go limp right there. That's he's asleep.
Oh, that was awesome.
He cut off circulation extremely quickly though.
But that is what we're talking about with regards to a headline fight. Now that was
Dwayne's
a-
still psyched. He looks like he still wants to fight. He can't stop moving.
I mean, it's a minute and 13 seconds in there.
From Trinidad and Tobago, by triangle choke submission, Dwayne Puny Hinds!
Once again, the sportsmanship. Yeah, no, as you said, I mean, he looks as though he's full of energy, but you got to remember that these guys train for 9, sometimes even 12 weeks for one fight. So, so they're in tremendous physical condition. And actually, some of the sport's best, in the world of sport, some of the best trained and physically conditioned fighters or sportsmen in the world.
Yeah. I mean, the only other sport I could really see that rivals that is like boxing, where you have to go 15 rounds and 2-minute rounds, and you're constantly moving, constantly throwing shots, 300 shots around. You know, I mean, mixed martial arts is the same thing. I mean, you're throwing kicks, you're defending takedowns, and when you're on the ground, it's not a rest period. That's where you actually have to put in a lot of your work.
Well, actually, if you
have
look
to
at
survive.
if you look at Greco-Roman wrestling too, Greco-Roman wrestling, it's really tough. We're not talking about WWE World
No,
Wrestling Entertainment.
No, we're not talking
This
about
is
lifting weights
Greco-Roman
and
wrestling
going
in
inside
university and in the Olympics. I mean, really strong, athletically built, physically fit competitors. So if you combine the two, you have boxing, you'll have a bit of kickboxing or karate or taekwondo or whatever, and then you also have your jiu-jitsu and your wrestling. So these guys need to be fit
They
all
have to be fit.
over.
And the only thing is they
top
have to,
and bottom.
you have to train in all those disciplines at the same time. So it's not to say you could go boxing class every day. You know, I mean, you have to train, and when you go, you have to train hard, because if you don't train hard, you're not going to actually get anything out of the classes. But anyways, I think that's it for our segment this evening. Is that the last fight, or?
I don't know. Do we have any highlights that we're gonna show? It would be nice to see some highlights.
It'd be nice to see some highlights
to finish
you know.
off.
Maybe see that Cleon front kick again if it's possible.
Cleon front kick or
Dwayne Hinds put into sleep.
or the knees by Christopher McDonald.
Oh yeah, and
The huge takedown.
huge takedown. I definitely had some good fights tonight. Christopher McDonald actually fought Dwayne and beat Dwayne in his first fight, so you know it'd be quite interesting to see, because they both had wins today, if Cuff could bring them together to maybe have a rematch, you know, and see what would happen there.
That would be it.
That would be a very interesting matchup, you know, Dwayne Hinds versus Christopher McDonald, the return.
That would be awesome.
You know, because I can tell you something, Christopher McDonald may land some of those knees and some of those punches, you know. And it's very funny because Dwayne was actually caught in a triangle choke. And, you know, it was his first fight. He didn't know what he was doing. And, you know, I mean, as you can see from his progress now, I think
Well, that was his first fight. So he now has 6 wins on top of that.
Yeah, but and going back to that, look at Jivan's first performance. So judging upon that too, you know, Jivan has a world of potential ahead of him, you know, and I would really like to see him on the next Cuff or in the future. And he also does pull a very, very big crowd and a lot of support, you know. He is also a martial arts assistant instructor, you know, and at Torokan. So he has a lot of potential. So, you know, Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, support your fighters. You know, the Jamaican guys too are probably definitely going to come back on the show, because they're just going to go back to the drawing boards and be like, you know what, these guys can't get any better of us, you know. And Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting is not only about American fighters coming down here and fighting us, it's about world fighters, you know. We can have a Japanese fighter tomorrow morning coming down.
So should we break the news to them now?
Should we break the news to them now? Yeah, well, actually, you want to break that news to them?
Me?
You break. I was just talking a little bit too much, so I think you should break that news to them.
All right. Well, tonight you saw Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting's first event, Inception, and we are formally on air in the media announcing that Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting's second event, Cuff 02, is scheduled for January 22nd. And if you would like to find out any more information on it, you could always check out our website, www.cufftt.com. That's CUFFTT.com. Or you could log on to Facebook and check us out on Facebook, Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting. Join our group, and you'll be able to see all our updates on real time. So,
and if you like Puny and those guys, you can also go down there and find their photos on ladies. You know, if you want to copy their photos onto your background. You know.
Yeah, I guess if you're into that kind of thing.
If you're into that kind of thing. But you know, the funny thing is, you have a lot of women to watch this fight, and the
demographic is huge.
The demographic is huge, and you know, the thing about it is we also have female competitors, and maybe that might be in store for Cuff in the future to bring down some female competitors and hopefully get some local female talent to go up there. So ladies, if you're out there and you're watching and you like mixed martial arts and you don't mind getting in the cage and going to bang, you know, Torokan is on number 6 Bellsmite Street, and you can see from their fighters that they produce that, you know, you're definitely in the right place.
But just to clarify this,
Yeah.
ladies in the cage, no mud or jello, right?
Nah, no mud or jello.
No mud or jello, just
white t-shirt allowed though.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us tonight on Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting first event, Inception, sponsored by We Sport. Thank you for everybody, all our sponsors, Mackerson, Ministry of Sport, Mileage Mac. Thank you very much for making it happen. And we will see you on the 22nd of January.
Yeah. Also, very special thanks to Sport World and Cadell Trading. Continuous support, Mileage Mac, the Mackenzies, who are actually our first sponsor. Just like to put that out there. Body Glow, Anton, thank you very much for your support. And you know, also, I think I'm forgetting somebody, you know. The Gillette Group, Stuart Gillette, Shane, Ian, thank you very much for your support. The Ministry of Sport.
a
Ministry of
exotic,
Sport. Oh yeah, Raymond Habib on Habib Training and the Exotic Animals Owners Association.
Can't forget them at all.
Yeah, definitely. Joey, Shane, and Sean T. Luxing, thank you very much for your assistance. I won't forget
See
it.
now we're calling names. I have to big up my boy a little bit. Dominic Lau, Mackeson, thank you very much.
Dominic for sure. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, the whole Chinese contingent, we should say.
All right, guys, that's it for our broadcast tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more.